That's plenty about Cal. Now it's time to prepare yourself for the highlight of today's flying, Cosford. Please turn your eyes to the sky for the 2025 Chinook roll demonstration. There she goes. The Chinook is deployed operationally all over the world and is the go-to aircraft for the rapid insertion and extraction of troops in dangerous locations. As the defence adage goes, the answer is two Chinooks. What is the question? That's applied ever since the Chinook joined the RAF in 1980 and is true today as it was then. To start the show, Cal's given us a wing over, rapidly turning back onto target, training his speed for height and back again. The crew are now preparing in the cabin to drop off troops onto target. As the aircraft turns in for a downwind quick stop, they will simulate a late spot of a landing site to offload troops and vehicles, either on or off the battlefield. In fact, they're being efficient with their refuge, making sure it's suitable to land on the line. Having found their site, making their approach through the jobs up front, giving voice master directions to Cal. Down onto the landing site, obviously behind the aircraft as it comes into land. On the ramp for you today is Flight Sergeant Dave Sims. Born and raised in Margate, Kent, he joined the RAF in September 2014 as a weapons systems operator and has been on the Chinook force since 2017. He's a qualified helicopter crewman instructor and has accumulated over 2,000 hours on rotary platforms. When Dave's not in work, and occasionally whilst he is in work, he can usually be found on the golf course. Those of you up close can see Dave clearing the troops and vehicles to exit the aircraft at the ramp. Riding into the roll demo with some style today, we have members of the Joint Helicopter Support Squadron. Keep one eye on that quad bike if you will, to see just how critical these enablers are at working fast. With troops and quad bike on, the aircraft is passing over the salt transition, and the defensive manoeuvre presenting a full ballistic protection towards any probable threat. This gives the aircraft and any occupants the greatest possible chance to protect the starboard side, each of which is capable of firing 3,000 rounds a minute, or 50 rounds a second, making one hell of a noise. The Chinook and his crew can protect itself and deter engagements anywhere in the world. As they dive away for another wing over, it's time to introduce our co-pilot for today's show. Joining Cal in the cockpit is Flight Lieutenant Jacob Cameron Johnson. CJ is originally from Cottingham, East Riding of Yorkshire, joined the RAF in 2016 and got his wings in December 2021. He spent his first 12 months showing them off to air cadets by flying them and other air experienced passengers in the Grob Tutor from RAF Wittering. CJ is the baby of the team, joining the front line in 2023. Feel free to call him a crow if you see him. He's an avid fan of Formula One, but when he realised he was too tall, he decided to become a Chinook pilot. Forget the revs of F1, CJ, the best noise in the world is that bit of blade slap. The crew are now positioning for a fast rotating approach, decelerating rapidly to accurately dispatch troops on a tight or otherwise unsuitable landing site. Think about rooftops or the deck of a ship, but today it's in front of you, lucky devils. In the starboard door you can see Josh kicking out the ropes ready to supervise the dispatch of troops, while Dave does the same at the ramp. Unfortunately, due to operational commitments, we don't have any troops to demonstrate for you today, but you will still see the ropes go out. Up to 30 troops will be part of the Holland Chinook in less than 2 minutes for that profile. Not just troops, stores and kit, but even furry land sharks, more formally known as military working dogs, will go down with ropes, often giving the enemy false support when missed by a whisker. Cal's departing with another over his shoulder. Dave is jetting his ropes to the ramp, but Josh is now working hard to pull his back into the cabin. The raw power and versatility of the Chinook is all down to its iconic tandem rotor design. Without wonder, it provides a huge amount of lift, large cabin, it's all achieved back that dangerous mess without tail rotors. JHS today on the ground, we have Corporal Jordan, who served 9 years with the British Army Air Corps. He served the majority of his time with 656 Squadron, working as ground crew on Apache. He's deployed to a variety of places, including Cyprus, Jordan, Norway, and some ship-based exercises. He's now a helicopter handling instructor based at RAF Chinook and leading teams on extremely high readiness. If you're looking back at that unlucky quad bike, the crew are monitoring the load during all stages of the flight, particularly during deceleration and switching to that. Road vehicles do not get ground high. The crew are moving the aircraft without driving on swift and load in the air. We're now returning to drop off the underslung load with an operational drop-off, which is the combined rapid drop of the load and the strops to egress away from the threat. Used in dusty or high-threat environments, it's vital to get supplies rapidly onto the battlefield. With that load gone, the crew will be setting off once more into a wingover, and they will now be positioning for a running landing. I can't even do a wheelie on a bike, so spare a thought now for the pilots attempting one or 30 feet in front of their wheels. Josh is monitoring the height beneath the front wheels while Dave monitors the armrest. As one six wheels nose up, those armrest blades strike the ground. Nobody wants that to happen, let me tell you. The teamwork amongst the crew allows for effective information to be passed to Cal and CJ as they handle this long machine. As they approach zero speed, those of you on the right-hand side of the crowd will get to see a Chinook party piece, one of the only helicopters in the world that can reverse on 2 wheels. As the aircraft lift once more, Dave the Wave Sims is going to have the best seat in the house, on the ramp looking out on all you lovely people here today. In case you can't spot him, he's the one waving with gigantic orange hands. Those are definitely his real hands, and he can be quite embarrassed about them, so make sure to give him a big wave as he goes past. Enabled us to come and deliver a demo for you today. All good things must come to an end, folks, so to end the show for you today, we'll see a final bow from the crew. Before we watch the incredible dawning climb. Named after the base in Bosnia where the Chinook demonstrated its power, dominating other helicopter types during the Kosovo War. complete, the demo is at an end. So one more time everyone, please put your hands together for the 2025 Chinook roll demonstration.